Previously in Trails for Daybreak 2, a mysterious red Grendel and a red fairy went on a killing spree. As a result, Van became the prime suspect and had to team up with Elaine to investigate the incident. At the Grand Circuit, the party listened to Marielle's testimony about a menacing man in a trench coat, who was likely the real culprit. Okay, Center Marche.
Off we go.
Market's as bustling as ever. People are packed in here like sardines. Hardly a surprise, seeing as how this is the largest marketplace in the capital, and that's why it's popular with city types as well. I can't believe we're coming here together again after all these years. You're telling me. Feels like it was just yesterday when we were dropping by to pick up supplies for the student council. That bastard Renee just loved pushing that job onto me. Ugh, I wasn't even a real member, damn it. I mean, you may as well have been one, considering how much work you ended up doing for us in the end. Heh. Heh. Alright, enough reminiscing. We've got to figure out where those desired punks are holed up. Right, let's start by asking around. Catching a whiff of something here. Smells like trouble. Maybe I should check the bulletin board just in case. Okay.
Straight from the farm.
So this is the Center Marche. I guess there's a reason they call this place the Kitchen of Edith. But this is no time for cold feet. My family put their hearts and souls into raising these veggies. I've got to pitch them like there's no tomorrow. Welcome. We carry clothes from a variety of labels selected by yours truly. That includes my own original fashion brand, by the way. You should buy some pieces while you can. They'll be fetching a premium once I make it big.
Anything strike your fancy?
Purchase weapons and armor. The boutique type as well, huh? So fiber coat is better than what I have now. But yeah, I may have to sell some Zerums again. Lashkar, you're okay, right? You're not overdoing it. Kinda, I told you to stop worrying about me. You don't gotta come all the way out here on your lunch break just to make sure I'm okay. Well, I guess it is pretty far from work, huh? But it's not like checking up on you is such a big bar. I just swung by after picking up some stuff from our apartment. These two are from Cray Village. Kinda works in a weapons shop. I talked to her there a few times. And that boy, if I'm remembering right, he wanted to become a bracer. Yes, Lashkar, he came by the guild to try out some office work once. I heard they're living in an apartment somewhere nearby. Yeah, I guess they're just trying to look out for each other. I'll be cheering you on, little man. Me too. Anyway, let me know if you need anything. I'll make sure to be there in a jiffy. Yeah, just get back to work already.
Feast your eyes on this.
If it doesn't satisfy, it doesn't belong at a stall. That applies to my Protestant part-timers both. Lashkar, for instance, is a tough kid for his age. He can get a bit overzealous at times, but he's worth keeping under my wing. Old man Romaine here runs this vegetable stand. Romaine lettuce. He also manages the entire Marche, right? Yes, his single-minded dedication has earned the trust of those around him, from what I've heard.
This is kind of fun.
I wonder if that request I put on the back of the bulletin board will actually get through to anyone. Guess there's nothing to do but wait and see. Do you suppose he's talking about a 4SVG? Probably. Let's go check the bulletin board. Good to see you, Spriggan. Here to look for weapon parts. Yeah, figured we'd give your stock a quick scan. I've heard talk of a hardware store with underworld ties that deals in arms to select clientele. This must be the place in question. I recognize that face. You're that A-rank bracer. Before you ask, I already have all the proper seller's permits. On the other hand, you are also welcome to buy whatever you need from me. I may just take you up on that. Any weapons sold here is all above board, just so we're clear. I spare myself some hassle by being selective with my customers. Feel free to browse the usual stock too, if you like.
Want to take a look?
Same stuff, but there might be some... Let's see... Golden spoon. I have a penchant for phonograph records, hence the reason we carry them in our store. My husband and I are quite up there in years now, but we've always loved keeping up with modern trends. Being able to share in them with the younger folk never fails to perk me up. This is a second-hand bookstore, but we sell newly published works as well. We also stock the latest board games, which I enjoy as a hobby. Go ahead and browse around as you like.
Oh, hello! Welcome.
Proverbs of Confrontation. Wait, this is really good. I can use this to get 100% accuracy right from the start.
Go You're welcome back anytime.
Well, maybe not 100%, but still, it'll be better than nothing.
Anytime.
Wait, you guys look familiar. Oh, I remember you. We accepted a request of yours in Cray Village. To recover your stolen bike, right? Yeah, you really helped me out a lot back then. I believe I recall hearing about this from Albus as well. Oh, sounds like you've done a good turn for my grandson here. You have my gratitude. I mean, it wasn't much. I received a request and I fulfilled it. Simple as that. You know, I was actually just talking to a girl over in Riverside who's got a real big thing for fishing. She even managed to push a rod off on me. Mentioned something about you two being related. Oh, that must have been my younger cousin, Makino. Yep, that's my granddaughter, alright. I'm sure Shannon was with her too. She's a family friend. With those two and Kyle, they're the new generation's up-and-coming anglers. No kidding, I could practically smell their passion from blocks away. It's nice to see young people with so much drive. Make sure you take good care of that fishing rod Makino gave you. You should give it a try sometime too. If you ever want to give customizing it a go, stop by and we'll help you out.
Anything you want.
Okay, you can purchase fishing gear. Automatically equipped. Okay, bought one pair of gloves and why is it dumplings times 3? Why is that one so limited? But I guess regular fishing bait is more available, but probably less reliable for certain types of rare fish. This little guy must be the top cat here in the center marsh. I've seen him around here and there. He certainly has some gravitas, doesn't he? We at Waltham refuse to compromise on where our beans are sourced and strive to pair every patron with a drink that suits their taste. There are customers who find our establishment less approachable upon hearing this. But coffee at its core is something to be indulged in. Put simply, I wish to ensure that each individual is able to do so. Some prefer more milk and sugar, while others prefer less. Some sip while others down their cups in a single go. There's no right answer. All this to say, you need only relax and enjoy. It would be my pleasure to assist you to that end. Exacting standards, but an open mind, eh? It's easy to see why this place is so popular. We at Waltham refuse to compromise on where our beans are sourced and strive to pair each customer okay. I hope you'll take some time with us to enjoy the momentary bliss a good cup of coffee can bring.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Corn pizza bites.
Get enough of this heavenly.
Hello and welcome to Waltham. Our shop doubles as both a cafe and a coffee bean roastery. Go ahead and make yourselves at home. Oh, I can't imagine taking one's coffee any way other than black. Just what kind of barbarian would you have to be to draw a perfectly good drink in milk and sugar? I couldn't see eye to eye with this bozo if you made a 4SPG out of it. Oh, hush you. There's just no being a good cafe latte. People who take their coffee black are out of their minds. It does kind of depend on the dessert it's paired with, but for the most part, I'm in her camp. I don't mind it unsweetened, but at that point, a cup of tea would suit me better. Oh, vending machine. All new. Let's see, I'll have one plain cannoli and one with berry sauce. Got it, just be a sec. This place seems pretty popular. Yeah, apparently it's a real up-and-comer. Might want to come back when it's less packed, though. Your order will be right up in just a few. Heh, my mouth is watering already. Yeah, I can't interact with this shop. A salmon this big at this price. That's a steal if I ever saw one. But the salmon over at Trout's place is fresher and more fatty. Go for size or go for quality. It's hard to say. My dad's what people call a stay-at-home dad. Some of the other kids make fun of him for not having a job, but they don't have any idea how much work it is to run a home. He still finds time to play with me though, and his cooking is really tasty. I couldn't ask for a better dad. We carry alcohols from a variety of regions, both foreign and domestic. Of particular note is our wide selection of Eastern imports, including a very limited batch of rice wine from the Far East. Stop by and take a look if you're in the market for some rare liquors.
Hello there.
There's so much to see.
This market's bustling. They've got more stuff on offer now than they did back in our day.
That's true. The trade business is flourishing more and more every year. It would be nice to wander around here again sometime. When we're off the clock, of course.
Hello there, Sabrina. Oh, hi, Elaine. It's always a treat to have you stop by. I see you're in casual wear today. Does that make this a date maybe? Not quite. I'm merely helping him out with a work matter. Van hands Sabrina a business card and introduces himself. That should say all you need to know. You run into trouble, I got your back. Anything for a friend of Elaine's. I see, a Spriggan, huh? I've only ever heard rumors about them until now. Thanks for the card. I'll be sure to keep you in mind. A Spriggan, huh? I've heard the rumors, but this is my first time actually meeting one. I'll be sure to keep you in mind if anything happens.
What can I get for you? Please, check out what I have on offer.
My mom's got an extreme passion for fruit. No one can beat her when it comes to judging or selling them. She says that our stall, what's on the inside is way more important than what's on the outside. So even if you find something that's shaped weird or slightly bruised, it'll still taste great, and for a decent price too. Step right up and take a look. We've got just the sweetest and tastiest fruits you've ever seen. We've even got a special on banana today. 1 bunch for 10 mira, or 2 for just 18. And for real monkeys among us, I offer 3 bunches for only 24 mira. That's practically giving it away. There's no better time than the present. Snatch them up quick or you'll be kicking yourself when they're gone. Wow, talk about giving us a hard sell. I'm almost tempted to buy some. We've got fresh bananas on sale today, everybody. No need to think twice, just stop by and stock up. Making sales rounds isn't easy, but there's no better place for it than the Center Marche. It's got all the daily necessities you could ever need, not to mention a whole bevy of rare food finds. I think I'll treat myself to a tasty little something before making my way back.
Hey, welcome!
First word Peggy ever uttered wasn't Mama or Papa. It was, welcome, fancy that, huh? Now at 6 years old, she's already doing a bang-up job of helping me mind the stand. Have you ever seen a brighter, more responsible little girl in your life? I sure haven't. Hiya, welcome to Trout Seafood. We got some tasty salmon today. You won't find them any fattier than here. Come and get some before it's too late. How could we say no to such an adorable little saleswoman? Yeah, she's putting half the adults in this market to shame with that pitch. I should have known being out of season would drive the price up. Now what do I do? This guy feels kind of familiar. Probably best not to borrow him right now, though. If you ever wanted to try some delicious Central Eastern cuisine, then you can't go wrong with our meats. My top recommendation goes to our camel kebabs. We don't mess around when it comes to the spices. Just one taste will have you back for more. My store offers nothing but the very finest, so don't paw at the merchandise unless you intend to buy. You, young man, may be lackluster at best, but your lady friend here has a palpable air of refinement. Heh, I'd love to make a regular customer out of her. I'm flattered. At least she's got a discerning eye to back up that attitude. You do have a vague whiff of money about you, but you also don't seem the type who's quick to shell out. I'll say this much, anyone who pays what they owe is a valued customer in my book. Come back anytime you plan on becoming one.
Better not be window shopping.
Buy gifts. For connect points. Mishy Tassel. Well, if it ain't Shino, setting up shop at the Center Marche for the day, huh? This must be the mobile bar I've been hearing so much about recently. All good things, of course. I'm flattered. No doubt I have my regulars to thank for that. Are the two of you off duty? Despite the plainclothes, no. Van and I have some business that needs taken care of. Hopefully we'll manage to wrap it up before the sun goes down. I see. Here's a little something for you, then. Shino's screwdriver obtained ×2. It's on the house. Best of luck with your work. Though possible as ever. Good luck. Good looking out. Yes, much appreciated. We'll stop by again once things are finished on our end. Glad to hear it. I'll save you a seat. The Center Marche has such a diverse collection of stores and stalls. The patrons are on the livelier side as well. It's been very educational for me. You're trying out new clientele by setting up at different places and times, right? You sharpen up more every time I see you. Won't be long now before you outshine Bermati. That's a bit of an overstatement, so I do hope to reach his level of expertise. Bermati was the runner-up at the bartending tournament last year, correct? Well, I'd say that's certainly a worthy goal to aim for then. You can accept recipe sheets by inspecting bulletin boards.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, Patisserie of Ill Repute. A new up-and-coming patisserie in the Center Marche by the name of Gâteau de Dune has been the subject of an unseemly rumor recently. As a fellow vendor in the Marche, I refuse to let the matter go unresolved. If you'd be willing to discuss this issue further, you'll find me at my stall, Kenny. Okay, to-do list. Hey there, you the Kenny that put out that request? That would be me, yes. I'm assuming that makes you the Spriggan. And you, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. I get that a lot. It's likely you have me confused with someone else. I'm just your average citizen looking to lend a hand to the Spriggan. Anyway, why don't you start by explaining your request to us? Right, of course. Now, where to begin? Are either of you familiar with Gâteau de Dune? No, I don't believe I am. Yeah, I know them. They're that other patisserie that opened at the end of last year, right? The guy running it used to be involved with some rough types, so I heard he had a pretty hard time bringing in customers at first. Now, though, word's been getting out about how great sweets are. Stuff's top-notch, apparently. Haven't had the pleasure of trying it myself, though. You're the expert. It sounds like you have quite the sweet tooth. If I may, have you had the chance to try the sweets at our shop? You open around the same time as Gâteau de Dune, right? No, not yet, but I've definitely had my eye on you guys. Maybe I'll come back when I have more time. Then I await your patronage. Back to your request, this rumor about Gâteau de Dune. Yeah, that's new. What are they saying? Well, I hate to contribute to all the gossip, but I've heard they're using spoiled ingredients. Spoiled ingredients? That sure sounds like an issue. There's been no word of anyone getting food poisoning, but people are complaining of the flavors tasting a bit off. I see. This has the potential to ruin the reputation of everyone in the district. And considering we sell baked goods as well, turning a blind eye would spell nothing but trouble. Anyway, once you have proof of his wrongdoing, I'd like for you to bring Dune to me. I'd like to convince him to use more quality ingredients. If this were to be taken to the police or bracers, it's likely that suspicion would be placed over the entire Marche. You contacted the Spriggan so that you could keep it self-contained, didn't you? That's correct. So does this sound like a request you're willing to take on? Looks like you're in a tough spot. Yes, but it's hard to believe Gâteau de Dune would do something so to jeopardize the recent rise in popularity. I suppose it's possible that they're using cheap ingredients to keep down costs. Some places will do anything for more money in their pockets. Anyway, as someone who's had his eye on Gâteau de Dune, this is personal. Seems like a really crazy scheme, because if you get caught, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, LGC. I think I might go for Chaos and Law this time. Abandon Gray, because I don't know if evade taking is actually a viable strat. Except... Alright, we're on the case. For the record, I'm fairly knowledgeable about the Center Marche. Leave getting this proof to us. We'll be sure to take care of it. Thank you very much. Now, let's start by asking people in the area who might have some info. The market manager is Old Man Romaine, right? Yes, if anyone knows anything, it would be him. We should also talk to Sabrina, one of the food truck owners. She has plenty of contacts, plus she handles ingredients for restaurants throughout the Marche. Whenever I need to investigate something in the area, I tend to rely on her. In that case, I'll go ahead and talk to one of the Marche brokers, Falcom. He does a lot of business with Victor at Montmort and some other places around town. I'm sure he'll have some insight on the situation. Well, it sounds like neither of us has any shortage of personal connections. Let's start by talking to those three. Right, let's get going.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Topics, huh?
Treat me up.
Let me ask you something.
Well, here's a couple of familiar faces. Don't suppose you're here to buy some vegetables. What's the problem? Sorry for the trouble, but we wanted to ask you a few questions. If that's alright with you, of course. Van asked about Gâteau de Dune. Oh, that rumor. Yeah, I've heard it too. If I'm being honest, though, I think it's just a load of nonsense. I seem pretty confident about that. I take it you trust Dune? More or less. Listen, I know where Dune came from, and I get that it's easy to get the wrong idea. But the boy's serious about his business. Got a good eye for ingredients, too. If it was just a one-off thing, I would understand, but he isn't the type to make the same mistake twice. Is he being sabotaged then? I talked to him about this myself, one-on-one, and he seems just as confused about the whole mess as I am. Dang, praise from you isn't something to scoff at. Guess Dune's someone who's really got it together, huh? You bet you're behind. Anyway, maybe these complaints are just some kind of misunderstanding. Like I said, Dune's always been keen on using the most quality ingredients available to him. Passion like that can't be faked. I say we should just ignore the rumor for now. That way it won't have nothing to feed off of. I see. Thank you for your input. Well, we're on the subject. Can I ask about the other patisserie? Oh, you mean Kenny's shop? Well, their stuff's certainly not bad, though you don't hear a ton of praise about them neither, for better or worse. Seems like they get fewer customers than Dune, so... Yeah, sounds like corporate sabotage. Do you think that's contributed to the rivalry between the two? Wouldn't say it's impossible, that's for sure. Alright, thanks a lot. This was really helpful.
Hey there.
Does have everything. Let me ask you something.
Oh, hello. Do you have some business with me? Yes, we'd like to ask you something. Could you spare us a sec? May I ask about Gâteau de Dune? Yes, I heard the rumor. It seems like there's more than a few people in the Marche that believe it. I'm sure that has a lot to do with what they know of Dune's past. That does seem to be what their reasoning is based on. He's used to shady business, or I knew he'd go back to his old ways. And that's just a few of the things I've heard people saying. Everyone's got something to say, huh? Still, not like I can deny impressions matter. That being said, it's a little hard to justify their opinions when the rumors are baseless. Although I suppose we don't know the whole truth yet. Yeah, we need to remember to remain unbiased here. Anyway, do you know anything else? Not really. Dune and I aren't particularly close. There's not much more I can say, to be honest. Alright, thank you for your help.
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, how's business? Well, if it isn't the Spriggan from Old Town. Something I can do for you? Yeah, we wanted to ask you about some of the going-ons of the Marche. Then asked about Gâteau de Dune. I've heard a rumor, been keeping an eye on his shop myself. I was even thinking of helping him out with his supply purchasing recently, you know, to give his business a boost. But now I can really only watch from afar. Does that mean you believe Dune is guilty? No, I'm totally neutral here. It's a bit of a toss-up on whether or not it's all true. Anyway, Dune's been able to keep out of hot water so far because of his popularity, but he's going to need to keep that rumor in check. It's possible that some people from his past are coming back to haunt him. Or it could simply be the work of someone who's jealous of his success. I can't argue with that. But it's not just a rumor. There really is something wrong with his sweets, right? Yes, he has unfortunately received a few complaints. And every one of them mentioned the fruit sauce in his featured dish. Because of that, there's really not much more I can do for the kid. Not if there's even a smidge of truth to them. Hey, if you can, do your best to find out what's really going on here. Don't worry, I always finish what I start. Thanks for your help. Well, that's everyone we wanted to speak to. Let's go get some answers from Dune. Yeah, I think we have a good grasp on what others think of him now. Let's go. Thanks a ton, come again. They weren't kidding about this place being popular. It's like the rumor hasn't had any effect at all. Maybe the word hasn't actually spread yet. I mean, I doubt he'd have so many customers that they thought they were gonna get sick. Hey, the hell's going on here? What is the deal, old man? Got a problem with my sweets? Problem? Yeah, I got a problem. The sauce in my cannel's gone bad. If I eat this and start puking, what are you gonna do about it? The hell are you talking about? Ain't no way that's true. What kind of attitude is that to take with a customer? You clearly ain't been raised right, boy. I want a refund. Give me back my money. Like hell I will. Arg. Sorry about that. Man. Yeah, something's up. That guy had an evil smirk on his face. Let's ask him what's going on. Hey, can I get a cannoli? Sorry, not right now. I gotta look into something. Can you let us look into it with you? The hell? We might be able to give you a hand here. This ain't the first time our clients turned out to be evil and we had to side with the target, huh? The cannoli that guy returned, it was definitely one of yours, right? Yeah, I guess so. The berry sauce was mine too. At first I thought he was trying to give me something he bought ages ago. But there's no way that dough wasn't baked this morning. Maybe I really did use some bad sauce. You don't seem convinced. I'd like to believe I didn't. But looking at it now, I'm losing confidence. Plus, this is the 5th time this has happened. Man, I never screw up like this. This is pathetic. Anyway, I'm guessing you two were sent here to look into my shop, huh? Well, here it is, crumbling under my inexperience. But I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I gotta make things right. So I'm begging you, please don't report me to the cops. Look, man, I'm a Spriggan. I'd never do something like that. It seems like it was a genuine mistake, so we'll just be on our way. Well, after seeing all that, there's a lot that's not adding up here. Yeah, we should go over what we've learned. This rumor that Gâteau de Dune is using spoiled ingredients. The market manager said it was bogus, but there have obviously been some complaints. But if there were spoiled ingredients, you think there'd be way more than 5 cases? Hell no. Dune himself said the cannoli sauce was bad. And not only is he starting to doubt his skill as a chef, he feels responsible for fixing the issue. We need to determine whether this rumor is true or false. Yeah, it's still possible that he bought cheap ingredients on purpose. By the way, going back to Kenny's request, he wanted us to find proof so he could convince Dune to use more quality ingredients. In other words, he doubted Dune from the beginning. So what do you think is really going on here? Honestly, Dune doesn't strike me as the type to put on a performance. I think the chances are pretty high that someone set him up. I think so too. And there's only one person who stands to gain from Dune's downfall. I suppose that means we have a clear answer then. Yeah, it's... the man who complained about the sauce, Dune Kenny. That Kenny guy is pretty suspicious. You think so too, right? Yes, he talked about putting in this request for the sake of the Marche and Dune, but he seemed awfully confident that Dune was using spoiled ingredients. He even admitted he wanted proof of Dune's wrongdoing. Right, and that customer we saw had to be in on it too. I'm betting those two arranged it so we'd be there when he made a scene. The cannoli he had was probably also prepared by Kenny. Or maybe he tampered with one of Dune's. If even Dune was fooled, but how is he pulling it off? How is he just messing with random ingredients? It's likely he bought it from his shop beforehand. And then he put some spoiled sauce in it. Is that right? Yep, Kenny's also a professional at making baked goods. I'm sure he'd have no problem making a sauce just like Dune's. You know, having you help out saves me loads of time. No need to explain all those extra bits. Oh. Yep, buy it beforehand and then put the spoiled sauce in it. And have fake customers show up. Thanks for your partial observation. I haven't had to work all that hard either. So what do we do now? Good question. I've got an idea. 1 SP. So we weren't able to find any definitive proof, but from what we saw, it does seem like Dune was using spoiled ingredients. Is that so? How could he? By the way, we've already reported this to the market manager. He decided that it would be best to have Gâteau de Dune closed shop for 3 months. Meanwhile, he'll be barred from selling food anywhere else. 3 months? That's a bit harsh, but I suppose it's what he deserves. I hope Dune uses this experience to change for the better. This is exactly the outcome I was hoping for. I don't know how I can ever thank you. I'm sure it would have all come out eventually. But thanks to you, it was solved before there was any real damage done. Hearing you say that makes me glad that I spoke up. Thank you very much. I'll send your payment along shortly. It was no problem. We'll be on our way. Now then. Hello, Kenny. Oh no, it's this minigame. If you get too close to the target, they will notice you. Conversely, if the target strays too far, their trail will be lost. Maintain a safe distance while keeping the target in sight. Okay, I have to press B in hiding spots, but what will these I hope I can identify them quickly. I wish someone would just make a map of all possible hiding spots. The found gauge. Where the fuck are the hiding spots?
Feast your eyes
Take a look at my wares.
Oh my goodness.
Fresh produce straight from the farm.
How do I make my found gauge go down? I wish I could restart this section. Bro, why won't the hiding I don't know where hiding spots are.
This is kind of fun.
Bro. Okay, I just have to hold down B here, but man. How's he even seeing me? Does he have eyes in the back of his head? Anyways, found gauge down. Bro, I am literally around the corner. Oh shit. Other gauge. Okay, I only have to hold it, press B once. This is a tough UI to get used to. I'm glad they probably made this easier to some extent. But someone needs to make a map and actually mark where all the hiding spots are.
There's so much to see. It's so lively around here.
What? Why isn't it going down? Earn 1 SP. Okay. Once he stops moving, I can get him. It's the man who complained about the sauce. Yep, that's the bingo. Nice work. Here's your payment. Heh, thanks. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Are we recording this over Zyphuz? Sigh. You know, that Spriggan ended up being an easier mark than I thought. He even went to the market manager on his own, closed him down for 3 whole months. I'm sure Dune had no problem admitting to his crimes. With one more little push, we can get him out of the Marche forever. Yeah, I don't think so. What? The Spriggan! It looks like you finally revealed your true colors. So your ultimate goal was to get Dune to close up shop entirely. Well, there's no way you're gonna worm your way out of this one. You had ample motive for wanting to get rid of a rival, not to mention how you'd have no problem recreating Dune's cannoli and sauce. What's more, you were in cahoots with that customer from earlier. And your words just now were the final nail in the coffin. We recorded all of it. Confess and come along quietly. Erg! Wait, if you really believe I'm at fault here, then why is Dune closing down his shop? Oh, that we lied. Though we did inform Dune and the market manager about our setup. And it looks like it worked. I can't believe you tried to tear me down like that. And someone in the same line of work, no less. Like I care what you think. Some punk like you shouldering in on my customers. You're nothing but low-life scum. You bastard. I think we all know who the real scum is, and it's not Dune. He never stooped to your level. Anyway, let's make sure Kenny here gets his just desserts. What should we suggest? Turn him into the police cell amongst themselves. Law or Gray? Thing is, I don't think eBay tanking is super viable, so I think Law would be better. Plus, I think the Law version of Mare actually comes with some extra CP regen, which would be actually really nice to have. We should take him to the police if we want him to receive proper punishment. This is a clear-cut case of impeding someone else's business. Beyond that, I'm sure all your planning could probably give you an even longer rap sheet. And if that happens, you'll be at odds with the Center Marche and its policies. That means you'll have to completely withdraw your shop from the area. You reap what you sow. Yeah, sounds about right to me. You'll get just enough time with the cops to think on what you did. Damn it, it wasn't supposed to turn out like this. After that, the market manager Romain was informed of the crime. Zune put in a claim to the police via the Bracer Guild. The fact that the rumor about Gâteau de Dune was a lie spread to shops throughout the Marche. I owe you big time. I can't thank you enough, man. By the way, your reward money's coming from Kenny, right? Well, he's the one who started this mess. Only makes sense he pays. We intend to be greatly compensated for the trouble. Glad to hear it. But I gotta give you guys something too. Wouldn't feel right if I didn't. So here, take a bunch of my Pride and Joy cannolis. Chocolate Crunch cannoli obtained times 5. But why does it look like more than 5 in the 3D models? Huh? Oh wow, there's so many. Thank you. Is everything okay, Van? They're so popular I didn't think we'd get a chance to try any. This is awesome, man. Seriously, don't hesitate to let me know if you ever need help. Don't mention it.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited!
Okay. Just going for the extra bit of law, if possible. Certain choices within the game will greatly affect advanced LGC alignment. Depending on what answer is chosen, the LGC alignment could increase. Yeah, I feel like law and chaos are the way to go because evade tanking is not really guaranteed anymore. Now I can actually buy from you normally. Thanks for today. Would have been up the creek if you hadn't stepped in to help. Now I can take all that brainpower I spent worrying and use it for something else, like linking up a new cannoli flavor.
What's it gonna be?
Well, look at what we have here. Cigarette butts. There's quite a few scattered about. There must have been a gathering here not long ago. I'm almost positive said gathering was a group of desired thugs, but if we want to track them down, we'll need a little more to go on. Might be a time to give that thing a test run. By that thing, do you mean the shard search app? That's the active search system that allows you to use shards to track various things over a wide area. It was developed by Marduk, correct? Yep, they just pushed out an update that improves its accuracy. I think we can track them by following the trace elements of tobacco that are lingering in the air. Right stick to search, huh?
Okay, let's give this shard search thing a whirl.
It will be interesting to see if the update improved its accuracy any. It picked up on something.
It's a tobacco scent. Same one that came from the cigarette butts those Desire guys tossed. Let's see where it leads.
This is the place. There are signs of multiple people going in and out. Oh, the door's unlocked. How nice of them. If I'm not mistaken, this place was abandoned a long time ago. It used to serve as a sewer system. I suppose a place like this would make for a good hideout. Anyway, that little app certainly is handy. If there's anything I've learned today, it's that Marduk is not to be underestimated. You got that right. We also don't want to underestimate these guys. Let's make sure we're ready before we head in.
The scent keeps going from here.
They must have gone into the sewers then.
This old sewer is completely dried up. It must be crawling with creepy crawlies now. Good thing I have the famous Beauty's Blade here to keep my ass safe. Oh, like you need protecting. You can fend for yourself well enough. Or do you always expect your clients to do the heavy lifting? How shameful. So, would it kill you to be cute every once in a while? Yes, as I'm sure it would for you. It's been a while since I've seen your stun caliber and hollow style in action. For both our sakes, I hope your skills haven't dulled since the end of last year. You're both level 10. Hey, you'll see soon enough. Get ready to be blown away. By the way, have you taken a look at your quartz setup? You may want to do some tinkering if you haven't. Good thinking. I'll give it a once over. Yes, please do. You should know as well as anyone the effective use of shard skills can be the difference between victory and defeat. Right, different quartz combinations will give me different shard skills. Those things have saved my ass more times than I can count. When I have the time, I should mess around with my setup and get nice and optimized. Defense in mind 1. Okay. Set quartz from the quartz tab of the orbit menu from main menu. Okay.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Not sure what the best setup here is. I wish I could. I could unlock more slots right now. Guardian. I don't have the right setup for that. I need at least a few Mirage on here as well. Damn it. Upon completing this dungeon, all unfinished quests will disappear. I still have deadly dodge, sort of. Oh, we can even identify enemies. Monsters ahead. Figured there'd be some down here. Yes, but they seem weak enough for us to make quick work of. Okay, now we do field attacks.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, I don't like how I have to how targeting it works now. Hi. Okay.
Combat.
Loading. What? Oh no. Guess that brought their little pal out of hiding. This one we need arts for. This one could pose a bit more trouble. Let's look for an opening into player shards. Charge attack. Last second dodge. Okay.
Arts work best on this enemy. Beginning engagement. Brace yourself.
There, this done.
Okay, now I can exit this play shards.
Snooze, you lose.
Okay, command battle. It looks different, the UI now. Okay. Gain a boon, LT to view, turn order. Attack move. Use L to move freely. Okay. 1,000, that's a lot. Use crafts.
We should go on the attack.
Use arts. Side. Maybe best to use Raging Buster here.
Van, your turn.
It's over. You're crushed.
There we go. Okay, recover at the stations, but only yellow ones contain good facilities. Change party leader with B. Just as skills ever, Beauty's Blade, and you handle yourself better than I thought you would. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Treasure.
Let's get to work.
You got a charge attack ready.
Yeah, they flamed. We've got the upper hand.
Alright. SCLM. Take advantage of the Zyphus Shard system. Okay. Certain shard skills will activate more frequently if the SCLM is maintained after the initial attack. If you activate craft or art, your purchase power will increase.
Going all in.
Okay, use this.
Don't stop now, Elaine. Chance.
Shard skills. Automatically activated based on the activation percent displayed. Do this, and we got both side attacks.
Van, your turn.
Take that.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Thanks for helping, Van.
Some items.
This is it. Down.
They're down.
We've got the upper
This is the
hand.
perfect time for shards.
Perfect time. AT bonuses. But there's also higher element ones I have to worry about.
Sucker.
On my blade.
Why does this sucker sound different?
Hey, don't burn yourself out, Elaine.
We can make short work of these monsters with our arts. Hold on a sec, why don't we test out that new feature? New feature? Oh, you're referring to quick arts, yes? Yeah, this is the perfect time to give it a whirl. Fair enough, I've been wanting to try it out myself, but some of them cost a lot. Hold Y to activate quick art.
Watch out. I spot enemies.
Let's get to work.
Disappear.
Problem is, I'm gonna run out of EP at this rate.
You got a charge attack ready.
This is it.
I'll take it.
Arts work best on this enemy.
Okay, never mind. I was looking, why didn't they let me use shards? I guess they really let me use quick arts, but man. That's a nifty little feature. It certainly broadens our tactical options. Yeah, mainly when we don't have magic attackers like Anya's around. Downside is that it drains energy like no one's a business, so you need to take timing into account before letting it loose. In that case, we'll need to be extra mindful about keeping ourselves replenished. That's right. Anyway, let's keep moving. Yeah. It might be better later on when I have more EP. Okay, I also have to, if I can break boxes to get some recovery if I'm lucky.
Alrighty.
Man, she has like barely any EP now.
Your holocore's name is Mare, correct?
Yeah. Didn't realize you knew about her. Most of the time, she's just a normal AI.
I'm certainly curious about her. But you can fill me in on all the details another time.
You got a charge attack. They blinked. Watch out. You're up against a large group.
Oh, escaping command battles. Okay. That was close. What the heck happened back there? Wait. What, didn't I start with an advantage? Shoot, I didn't. Because I killed the guy I was trying to stun, that's why. Pearl ring. Got a Sepith.
Huh? What are you giggling for?
Oh, nothing. It's just funny thinking about where we've ended up after all these years. Back in school, I never would have pictured us having this sort of relationship.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've been through a lot since we crossed paths again half a year ago. Glad I was able to help you out with that thing in Aracion. Feels like that was fate bringing us together.
I'm truly grateful for all you've done. I hope you know that. Hey, Van.
I can't.
Can't what? I haven't even said anything yet.
You don't need to. I knew what you were gonna ask. Look, I won't say I haven't thought about the possibility.
I see. So you've actually considered it. Are you hesitant because of what you're carrying inside you?
So she's updated on the whole demon situation.
It shouldn't be causing any problems for now. At least, that's what I'd like to think. Wish I could say it's been dealt with, but it hasn't. I can't make any guarantees about what might happen because of my choice. But I won't make that same mistake twice. It wouldn't be fair to you. Or to my assistants.
Good. I'm relieved. You've become just a teensy bit more aware of yourself and of the fact that so many people, myself included, care about you so much. That's all I'll say on the matter for now. You already picked up on what I was getting at before. The distance between us is a little frustrating for me, I'll admit. But I won't say I dislike where our relationship is now. I'm also happy that you have people like NIS in your corner. But when the time comes, I fully intend to close that gap. I swear this on my title, rank, and name. I won't let you run away from me again. Are we clear, Van Arkride?
You picked the weirdest time to have this conversation. You know that?
Aw, is someone embarrassed? How adorable.
I'm not embarrassed, damn it! Can we just get back to work already? Please?
Very well. Let's wrap this up quick so your assistants won't be worrying about you.
Deadly strike by enemy. Enemies with low hit points tend to use deadly strikes more frequently. After being hit with a deadly strike, the enemy gets an advantage. It cannot be dodged with LB, so I have to dodge it perfectly by frames. Perfectly by the hitbox. Yup. Field battles always only have 3 difficulties for some reason. It's not doesn't feel as varied, huh? As the command battles.
There's the Desire thugs.
This is it!
Let's take them out and keep moving.
Yes!
Let's get to work.
You got a charge attack.
Huh? You picked.
It's down now! Let's close it on the hand!
Okay. Status changes. Just kill like that, and done.
On my blade, I'll never lose.
Hey, don't burn yourself out, Elaine.
Blind? Yeah, if only I had room for it in my current orbment setup. Seriously, my orbment setup is kind of trash right now. There's a big guy over there. Look over there. Oh no, it has an entire team, and we don't have an S-craft. That's one big lug. There's an extermination request out on it? Indeed there is. It's had us racking our brains since the monster's habitat was never actually pinpointed. Yeah, well, here's your answer. Should we go ahead and take it down? We could also let the guild do the hunting now it's been located. I'll leave the decision to you, Van. I see how it is. Anyway, this might be a good chance to get some extra warm-ups in. Fearsome foes prowling about.
Watch out. You're up against a large group.
You can now use S-crafts. Vandalize raid, Knights of Asteria. Okay. Press RT directional button to trigger S break. Okay, I can it also gives me S boost so I can get my buffs. But I can't do S breaks twice in a row anymore.
Shard boost to get the upper hand.
We should go on the attack. That's it.
Here goes.
Okay. Now hit everyone.
Activating skill.
Time for the main event. Vandalize raid.
I'm gonna use Vance first because his is weaker.
Limiter unlocked.
And that therefore, oh wait, shit! I just realized, yeah, because I my S boost, I didn't get the full gauge back yet. Shoot. Okay. Get. Character can only activate one S-craft. You can activate another S-craft only after a full boost has been deactivated and activated again. Only once per full boost. Yeah, that's super nerfed then.
Don't stop now, Elaine.
Yeah. Best I can do is just try to take advantage of this by having her,
Going all in.
Could also just, But still, since I'm not gonna be able to do it twice per S boost, I might as well just, there's no point going over, being too high above 100 CP anyways. Man, these guys...
Got you covered.
Yeah, it didn't get me all the way up. Well, maybe I'll take enough damage for that to happen.
You can't best me.
They hit everyone, yes.
This ends now.
Engaging skill.
Wings, guide me. Knights of Asteria.
Boost gauge upgraded.
I really wish we had a default of 4 S boosts so that we could just have 2 people do it at once.
You can do this.
Okay. Neither of us can do this yet, so I'm just gonna have to do like other stuff first. Yeah. I can't get a good angle for the side hit. Not yet. So I might as well use a Heavenly Halter. Punch you real hard. Hiya! Then level me up all the way. UMAT Plus. Bell results, huh? Cobalt Ring.
I hope I was of assistance.
I also got some money out of it. That gives me Law and Gray. Yeah, Law is the easiest one to get to increase. Chaos will be the hardest because, well, Van's not really that much of an anti-hero. He's not going to get that many Chaos choices, at least in the previous game. So bomb. Dungeon checkpoint. Alright.
Bet we can rest there.
Wait, I can't mess with my orbits! I can't unlock my slots and stuff, man. I can cook, that's about it. Hey Jeffrey, how long are we gonna be squatting in this damn sewer? Our people are being off one by one, we're sitting here doing jack and shit. Come on, we gotta avenge our bros. Yeah, you said it. If we don't find that murdering bastard and kill his ass, we can kiss our rep goodbye.
Shut up! What part of we're not going anywhere did you not get? You didn't see what that monster did to our guys. I never want to lay eyes on that thing again.
But I feel like hiding down here is a bad idea. The monster will find you and you won't have any place to run.
If we went up against it, we'd be slaughtered for sure.
Are you for real? Must be one hell of a monster if it's got you all freaked out. Well, looks like you and I hit the jackpot. What's up, scumbags? Who the hell are you? How'd you get in here? Oh shit, it's the Spriggan. And you're the head honcho of Desire, Jeffrey, was it? We know all about you. You're a notorious gang that served as a subcontractor for Almata. And you're the sole survivor of the attack in Riverside 3 days ago. Erg. No, it's that Beauty's Blade chick. What's a A-rank racer doing in a place like this? Oh, we're just here to have a little chat with your boss. Now, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Gah. What the shit, dude? Why you shoot at them? Shut the hell up. I didn't see nothing. I don't want to have anything to do with that freaking monster. Stay away from me, damn it. Drugs. It's that fast-acting enhancement drug again. So you still had some left over from Almata, did you? I've got no clue what our leader's jacked up on. But that doesn't matter. We're not just gonna roll over and let ourselves get taken in. The hard way it is. Let's put these dumbasses in their place. Very well. And guard.
There are so many of them. Look out!
I don't know anything.
Stun. For this, I might just want to have Van do a standard tank strategy.
To get the upper hand.
I'll kill your ass.
Give them your all.
Over here. All for you.
You can't best me.
Now's a great time for a shard.
Do I have any impedes?
Going all in. Come and get me.
Silvery?
Okay, it sealed some of them. Not that it matters, because they're still using all their shit. Where are my turns?
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a shard boost here.
You can do this.
It's go time.
Activating skill. Boost
Don't
gauge
stop
limiter
now, Elaine.
unlocked.
Gonna need a quick bonus.
I'll be quick.
Seriously? Take this. Here, take this.
He has arts. Oh shit.
Take this.
I'll remember this.
Goodness, why is Van dying so easily? Why don't I have Tira? Why am I stuck with fucking breath, dude?
Huh?
It's go time. I'll kill your ass.
Side everyone.
Activating skill.
Take down. Go to hell.
This will help.
I owe you one.
Take this!
Taunt!
You can't best me.
Bro. I'm gonna use an...
Get ready to die!
Let's see. Seriously, why don't I have an impede thing on you?
I'll destroy you!
Okay.
Too slow. Grid. Taking point.
Engaging skill.
Wings. Guide me.
Boost gauge upgraded.
Bastard. Chance!
Not good.
Full boost! Go all out!
Okay, I think I'm just gonna try Raging Buster on you.
Activate
your turn.
skills!
Raging Buster!
I'll remember this.
Okay, good. That was a good... I survived anyways. Yes.
Engaging skill.
Ugh. That was tough. Why did we go in here with only 2 people? Arg! They're too tough. That's on you for not choosing the easy way. I suggest you surrender and come quietly. If you offer no further resistance, we'll offer you protection from the culprit. I swear on the name of the supporting gauntlet. In exchange, you will answer all of our questions about the killer you saw, among other things. Damn it all. Jeffrey informed them of everything that transpired in the Riverside incident. With the guild's help, the remaining members of Desire were taken into custody and given over to the police. Thanks for tuning in this Let's Play of Trails through Daybreak 2. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.